So now, since they are the solutions of this equation, it must satisfy this equation. Okay. In fact, you have to show that this is are the solutions of the equation or the roots of the equation. It must satisfy this equation. So I start with the left hand side. First, I will show that root 2 is a solution of the equation. So my left hand side must be equal to 0 for x is equal to root 2. Let's see whether it comes to 0 or not. So I put x is equal to root 2 square plus root 2 into root 2 minus 4. So I've got 2 plus 2 minus 4. See, when I put x is equal to root 2, I'm getting the left hand side equal to 0 and my right hand side is also 0. Since left hand side is equal to RHS for x is equal to root 2, hence x is equal to root 2 is a root or a solution, one of the two solutions of the equation x square plus root 2x minus 4 equal to of the given equation. Similarly, you show for minus 2 root 2 also, okay, which I have done here. Okay, so minus 2 square into root 2 square minus 2 into root 2 minus 4. I have put the value of x as minus 2 root 2. Okay, so what I get here is minus 2 square becomes 4, 2, and I get the left hand side as 2. Any doubts with the third part which you could not understand? Simplification of this third? Anyone? No doubts with the third part? Okay. Now look
No,
at this.
sir.
Look at this. Just the last problem of today. In indices, I will start the next day. Okay. Um, so in this question, it is given that 2 is a root of 3x square minus 2mx plus 2n. Now when x is equal, therefore x is equal to must be x is equal to 2 must be a root of the above. It must satisfy this equation. Therefore, left hand side must be equal to right hand side for x is equal to 2.
Yes, sir.
So you put x is equal to 2 in this equation. 3 into 2 square minus 2m into 2 plus 2n equal to 0. So once you simplify, you will get 2m minus n is equal to 6. Call this equation number 1. Also, it is given that 3 is the root of the equation. So x is equal to 3 is the root of 3x square minus 2mx plus 2n. So for this, left hand side must be equal to right hand side for x is equal to 3. So you simply put x is equal to 3. 3 into 3 square minus 2m into 3 plus 2n equal to 0. So again you are going to get an equation in m and n. This time the equation will be minus 6m plus 2n is equal to minus 27. And now we are going to solve these two equations. So which method should I use? Elimination method looks good. You can solve by substitution method also. Now here I have solved by elimination method. Let us try out substitution method from 1. we get 2m minus 6 is equal to n. N is 2m minus 6. Putting this into, putting n is equal to 2m minus 6 into, we get minus 6m plus 2n. N is 2m minus 6. Okay, is equal to minus 27. That means minus 6m plus 4m minus 12 is equal to minus 27. Means minus 2m minus 12 is equal to minus 27. Okay, so this is minus 2m is equal to minus 27 plus 12. And minus 2m is equal to minus 15. That means m is equal to minus 15 by minus 2, which is 15 by 2. You've got the value of m. You put it in any one of the two equations. Okay, putting, but which equation will I prefer? I'll prefer equation number 1, this one, because it has lower coefficients. So putting m is equal to 15 by 2 in 1. We get 2, m is 15 by 2 minus n is equal to 6. That means 2 will cancel here. You simply get 15 minus n is equal to 6. That means minus n is equal to 6 minus 15. That means minus n is equal to minus 9. That means n is equal to 9. Okay, now if you compare both the methods, if you compare your elimination method and your substitution method, I would prefer elimination method better, the way I have done. Okay, and I've shown you by substitution method. Substitution, if the coefficients are large, always remember to use elimination method if the coefficients are large. If the coefficients are small, then no problem. Your chances of making mistakes in elimination method is lesser than in uh, substitution method. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Time is also almost up. So any questions on quadratic
Yes.
equation? Next day I'm going to start indices. Someone had a question on indices, if I remember correctly. You send me that question in the next class. I'll be discussing indices. Okay, and compound interest, that was a slide, I think.
Okay, sir.
The compound interest one that I think Abhishek sent on WhatsApp. I think that was I mean, my mistake. Instead of 200, it should be 100. That's an error while writing.
Yes, sir.
So I'll correct that mistake when I'll be doing compound interest. So do not worry about that error for the time being. Okay, and we'll meet on Friday again to discuss indices.
Okay.